My mother said my emergency surgery wasn't important enough to miss my sister's yoga recital. While I recovered alone, they posted about family priorities. What they didn't realize was that I held the key to keeping the roof over their heads. My name is Rachel, and I spent 29 years trying to earn a place in my family that my younger sister Vanessa was born into. She's the golden child, the priority. The one whose yoga instructor lifestyle and Instagram influence made my parents' eyes light up. I'm the boring one. The one who works too hard, takes life too seriously, and according to my mother is always creating drama for attention. For 3 years, I had been secretly paying my parents' mortgage. Dad's business had struggled after the 2020 downturn, and they were months from foreclosure when I stepped in. I made up a story about refinancing, created fake documents to protect their pride, and set up automatic payments from an account they didn't know existed. They never questioned it. Never wondered why their financial crisis magically resolved itself. They just accepted it and moved on, spending their energy on Vanessa's yoga showcases and lifestyle brand. I told myself it was fine. That's what family does. You help quietly, you don't keep score. But family is supposed to show up too. And mine never did. Every major moment in my life, they found a reason to miss it. My college graduation conflicted with Vanessa's yoga certification ceremony. My first fashion design award presentation happened the same night as Vanessa's influencer event. The pattern was clear, but I kept making excuses for them. Then came the night everything changed. 11 p.m. on a Thursday, I was doubled over in my apartment with pain so intense I could barely breathe. My roommate Amber drove me to the emergency room where doctors confirmed acute appendicitis. I needed surgery immediately. I called my parents from the hospital bed, terrified and shaking. "Mom, I'm at Memorial Hospital. They're saying I need emergency surgery in the morning. Can you come?" "Oh, honey, of course. We'll be there first thing. 6 a.m., you said?" "Yes. I'm really scared." "You'll be fine, sweetheart. We'll see you soon." Relief flooded through me. Finally, when it truly mattered, they would show up. 6 a.m. arrived. The nurses prepped me for surgery. I kept watching the door, waiting for my parents to walk through. They never came. I called my mother's phone 4 times. Voicemail? I called my father. Voicemail. I texted the family group chat. Red receipts showed they had seen it. No response. The anesthesiologist told me they needed to start. I was crying now, full panic setting in. "Can we wait 5 more minutes? My parents are coming." That's when Amber appeared with her mother, Diane. Diane had been like a second mom to me since high school, the one who showed up to my art exhibitions and design showcases when my real parents couldn't be bothered. "I called her," Amber said softly, squeezing my hand. "You shouldn't be alone." Diane signed the consent forms as my emergency contact. She held my hand until the anesthesia pulled me under. She was the first face I saw when I woke up, groggy and sore in recovery. My parents finally called at 2 in the afternoon. I was back in my room, Diane helping me sip water. "Rachel, sorry we missed this morning. Vanessa's yoga recital showcase was today, and you know how important it was for her business. How did it go?" I could barely speak through the pain medication and emotion. "It went fine. See? I knew you were being overdramatic. It's not life-threatening. We'll come visit this weekend." They never did. I spent 2 weeks recovering in my apartment. Amber took time off work to help me. Diane brought homemade soup every day. My parents sent one text. "Hope you feel better soon." Vanessa posted Instagram stories throughout my recovery. One showed her at a family dinner with our parents. Caption reading, "Nothing beats quality time with the people who matter." Another was a pointed message. "Some people fake emergencies for attention. Real priorities don't change. I'll always be the family priority." I stared at that post for a long time. Then I opened my banking app and canceled the automatic mortgage payment to my parents' house. I called my financial advisor next. "I need to reallocate those funds. I have some plans." Then I contacted the coordinator of my upcoming fashion exhibition, the one I had been working toward for 5 years. "I want to expand the showcase. Spare no expense. Finally, I texted the luxury realtor I had been following. I'm ready to look at properties. 3 bedrooms, downtown, immediate occupancy. Amber found me that evening, staring at my phone. You okay? I need to ask you something. That idea we had about moving in together? Your mom too? Are you serious about that? Her eyes widened. Absolutely. But what changed? I showed her Vanessa's Instagram story. I'm done being overlooked, I said simply. Over the next week, I deleted every family photo from my phone. I left the family group chat. I sent one final message before I did. Don't contact me unless it's an actual emergency. And no, yoga recitals don't count. My mother responded, You're being so dramatic. I blocked the chat and never looked back. They chose their priority. Now they were about to discover what mine had been funding all along. I threw myself into my fashion line with focus I had never experienced before. Without the weight of family disappointment, creativity poured out of me. The exhibition was 3 months away. My breakthrough moment. Vanessa didn't slow down either. Her posts got more pointed. Family means showing up for the people who've always been there for you, with photos of her and our parents at brunch. Quality over quantity, with a picture of the 3 of them at her yoga studio opening. My parents shared every single post. They called me twice in 2 months, both times leaving voicemails asking why I was being distant. I deleted them without listening fully. The local design magazine featured me in their Emerging Artists issue. The article included photos of my work and mentioned my upcoming exhibition. My parents didn't see it. Or if they did, they never mentioned it. I closed on the penthouse on a Tuesday. 3 bedrooms, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking downtown, modern kitchen that made Diane cry when she saw it. Amber and I moved our stuff in over a weekend. Diane moved in the following week. We became a family in that space. Real Sunday dinners, late-night conversations. Diane's homemade bread filling the apartment with warmth I had never felt in my childhood home. My exhibition preparations intensified. The gallery was prestigious, the guest list impressive. Fashion journalists, buyers from major cities, potential investors. This would change everything. I planned a housewarming party the same weekend, sent invitations to everyone who mattered in my life. My parents were not on the list. Then, 3 months after I stopped the payments, my father's phone call came. Not to me. I found out through my cousin Jessica, one of the few family members I still spoke to. She texted me, Your dad is freaking out. Something about the house payment? He's calling everyone asking if anyone knows why the mortgage is in trouble. What's going on? I didn't respond, but I knew they had finally noticed. 2 days later, I was having coffee with Diane when my old apartment building's landlord called. Ms. Rachel, your parents were just here asking for your forwarding address. I didn't give it to them per your request, but they seemed very upset. Is everything all right? Everything's perfect, I said. Thank you for respecting my privacy. Diane raised an eyebrow across the table. I showed her the text from Jessica. They're panicking, she said simply. Good. That afternoon, my mother found my Instagram. I had made it public for professional purposes, showcasing my design work. She clearly hadn't looked at it in months. The family group chat I had left apparently exploded. Jessica sent me screenshots. My mother. Why didn't Rachel tell us she moved? Into a penthouse? My father. Look at this exhibition announcement. Tickets are $200. Since when is she this successful? Vanessa. This can't be real. She just sews. I posted a story about my exhibition gala. Professional photos of the gallery space, my designs displayed beautifully. The engagement was immediate. Then Vanessa tried to call me. Then my mother. Then my father from 3 different numbers. I answered none of them. But my father got creative. He called from a number I didn't recognize the day before my exhibition. Thinking it was a vendor, I picked up. Rachel. Finally. We need to talk about the house payment. The bank is threatening foreclosure. There's been some kind of mistake with the mortgage. I cut him off, my voice ice cold. I'm sorry. Who is this? Your father. We need to discuss the situation immediately. Can you come by the house? Oh, right. The father who chose a yoga recital over my emergency surgery. I paused, letting that sink in. I can't help you with your mortgage problem. Have you tried asking your priority daughter? Rachel, wait. I hung up. Within seconds, my phone exploded. Calls from my mother, father, Vanessa, even my aunt. Text messages flooded in. Voicemails piled up. I turned my phone to silent and looked at Amber. They know. She grinned. Good timing. You have an exhibition to prepare for. I spent that evening doing final preparations with my team. My designs looked incredible under the gallery lighting. Everything was perfect. My phone continued vibrating throughout the night. Jessica sent one more text. Whatever you did, they're losing their minds. Your mom is crying. Your dad keeps saying they didn't realize. Vanessa deleted some of her Instagram posts. What's happening? I typed one response. They're discovering what their priorities cost them. The next morning, exhibition day, I woke to 17 missed calls and 43 text messages. My mother's latest. We're coming to your exhibition. We need to see you. This is ridiculous. I forwarded the messages to my gallery's security team. These people are not on the guest list. Do not let them in. Diane found me standing by the window, watching the city wake up. You ready for today? I smiled. For the first time in my life, I truly was. Let's go show them what invisible looks like. My phone buzzed one more time. My father. We'll be there tonight whether you like it or not. We're still your family. I turned my phone off completely. They were about to learn exactly how much family means when you never show up. The exhibition gala was everything I had worked for. 200 guests, fashion journalists, potential investors. My designs lined the gallery walls under perfect lighting. I was networking with a buyer from New York when I saw them enter. My parents, Vanessa, all three pushing past security, clearly not on the guest list. They spotted me and rushed over. My father grabbed my arm. Rachel, we need to talk. Now. The house. I pulled away smoothly, keeping my voice professional. I'm sorry, this is a private event. If you're not on the guest list, you need to leave. My mother's voice rose. We're your family. You can't just ignore us because of some mortgage confusion. The room went quiet. Every head turned toward us. I looked at them calmly. You're right. Let me clarify for everyone here. I raised my voice slightly. These are my biological parents and sister. 3 months ago, I had emergency surgery. They skipped it for a yoga recital. I recovered alone while they posted online about family priorities. Vanessa's face flushed red. Rachel, don't. I've been paying their mortgage for 3 years. They didn't know because I was saving their pride. After they chose not to show up when I needed them most, I stopped. That's the confusion. My father's face went white. My mother started crying. Vanessa looked at the floor. Security moved toward them. I nodded once, and they were escorted out while 200 witnesses watched in complete silence. The New York buyer touched my shoulder gently. That took courage. Let's talk about your designs. Security escorted them out while 200 witnesses watched in silence. A journalist I had been courting approached me immediately. That took courage. I'd love to feature your story in our empowerment issue. My father called 17 times that night. My mother sent emails begging to work this out as a family. Vanessa posted, then quickly deleted, a defensive rant about family betrayal. I blocked all their numbers and changed my emergency contacts to Amber and Diane. The exhibition was a massive success. I sold 12 pieces and secured 3 major commissions. The magazine article came out 2 weeks later, featuring my designs and my story about chosen family versus biological obligation. My parents lost their house within 6 months. I heard through Jessica that they moved into a small rental and kept asking relatives if anyone knew how to contact me. Vanessa's influencer career took a hit when people connected the dots about her priority daughter posts. Her follower count dropped significantly. She posted an apology that felt hollow and desperate. They sent a letter to my new address somehow. I returned it unopened, marked, "Not at this address." Jessica asked if I felt guilty. I thought about it honestly. No. I gave them years of chances. They made their choice every single time. I built something beautiful with Amber and Diane. Sunday brunches in our penthouse. Diane's home-cooked meals filling the apartment with warmth. Amber and I staying up late working on our projects. She's a graphic designer. Our skills complemented each other perfectly. My fashion line expanded. I hired 2 assistants, opened a small boutique downtown 6 months after the exhibition. Diane asked one Sunday morning if she could call me her daughter. Not instead of Amber, but alongside her. I cried for an hour. "You've been more of a mother to me than my own ever was. That's because showing up is what mothers do," she said simply. I don't think about my biological family anymore. When memories surface, they're factual, not emotional. They existed. They made choices. I made different ones. Sometimes I drive past my parents' old house. A new family lives there now. Kids playing in the yard, laughing. I wonder if those parents show up for their children's surgeries. I don't feel guilty. I feel free. They taught me an important lesson. Biology doesn't make you family. Showing up does. Thanks for listening to the end. If you have ever been treated as second priority by people who should have put you first, remember this: you don't owe loyalty to people who never gave you theirs. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about choosing yourself and building the family you deserve.